Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning, and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna, and this morning we're visiting with Chris Schalk. He's the Barren County Extension Agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Joanna.
Now, Chris, there's been an uptick in people with their interest in growing sheep and raising goats.
Right.
But today we're specifically going to talk a little bit about kidding season.
Right, or lambing season, actually. We're going to talk about that. A lot of folks lamb in December. The reason for that is we're trying to hit that Easter market, okay, for some of our ethnic groups that eat a little more lamb, consume a little more lamb during that period of time. So this is lambing season, and we were talking earlier, growing up in central Kentucky, I can remember more than one Christmas that the first lambs were born on, or, well, basically the lambs messed up Christmas, okay? All right. So, and that's why we always tried to get the sheep done so that we could go to the Farm Machinery Show, finish up lambing season. But what I want to talk about is having your go box, okay? Having stuff ready to go. I think our cattle producers are used to having that. They've got it on the front of the four-wheeler, in the back of the side-by-side. But our small ruminant producers, and we can utilize a lot of this stuff for kids as well as lambs. But, just some things out there.
So let's talk about some of those things that you need in your go box. I mean, if any woman's ever been pregnant, there's a go bag. Well,
yeah, with a go bag, yeah.
With livestock is no different. There's usually a go box.
Right, so. Right. I think the first thing that we want to make sure that we have in there is have some gloves in case we're going to have to assist like that, and some paper towels. Sometimes we don't, okay? A lot of our folks are new to small ruminant production, all right? And so we want to make sure we've got that. We want to make sure we're controlling any disease transfer, being safe like that. I think another thing that's really important is to have some type of obstetrics strap. And I'll tell you what I like to use is lanyards that you get when you go to a conference or something like that. You can double those over, and they work very, very well for that, okay? And the webbing is very good. Doesn't damage like chains or anything. It's a little less aggressive, okay? I like that. Another thing that I like, and these are pretty easy to pick up, and these are fun, especially if you have children around, is a stethoscope, and they don't have to be a real good one. Sometimes the animals are small ruminants, they're tiny when they're born. It's hard to detect if they have fluid in their lungs, okay? All right, so with a calf, we can get down there and we can listen and we can hear that labored breathing. But with the smallest of the small ruminants, having that where we can detect that fluid in the lungs, if we need to try to evacuate that as quick as possible. So.
And what would that sound like, Chris?
I guess like water gurgling down a drain or something like that. I really thought you wanted me to make the sound. I thought, no. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. But yeah, water going down a drain, a gurgling sound, and the animal will be labored in their breathing as well. So, other things that you want to have is a bottle in case you have to mix up some electrolytes, have some colostrum available. Remember, we don't thaw colostrum in the microwave, okay? I like to freeze colostrum in a bag where it's flat. That way you got a lot of surface area. It's easy to thaw it out with water that way. Of course, some iodine to dip navels. We've talked about this before on here. I'm a big thermometer guy. I want to know that body temperature. I want to know that core temperature, see where I'm at with that. And then we start talking about our management things. Ear tags, okay? All right, go ahead and be able to tag and identify those. And I think other things that we might want to put in there is an esophageal feeder, okay? All right, just a long tube. I like on the lambs to lay it down first and then maybe make a mark with a Sharpie marker so that you know how to go in, okay? And then again, we blow in that. If the lamb inflates a little bit, it's in the wrong place. It's in the lungs and not the belly, okay? So we do that. Put all those good things together, and we want them in a situation, in a box where we're ready to go to the barn.
Yeah, because if you're ever in a situation where you need to assist, gathering all these things up is not ideal in the last minute.
And you're not at your best, okay, because you're a little bit nervous. So you're not at your best at that situation, so you want to make sure you have all this. Again, things in the barn, make sure the light bulbs work, that kind of stuff. Just little things like that as we prepare for lambing season.
Yeah, and usually with lambs, we already have them usually in a barn or in a shelter. Not that way a lot of times with cattle, but usually we have them in a controlled environment.
Right.
Because the first couple hours are the most important.
Very critical, very critical. They can burn up a lot of their reserves that way. So we got to make sure that they nurse and get that colostrum that they need.
All right, Chris, we'll certainly appreciate the information. And if you have questions about getting into sheep production or maybe about the lambing process, contact your local extension office and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching. We hope you have a great day.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Barren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.